everyone, this is Catalina from Daydreamers.com, and today we're gonna talk all about Cricut Infusible Ink. I'm very excited because, ever since I got into Cricut, this is like the first time something new comes out while I started teaching it. So I'm really happy to bring all of this information today. So what we're gonna do is that today we're just gonna look at the products and what you need to get started with Cricut Infusible Ink. It's really cool, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Before we continue though, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications every time I upload a video. And I also have an article if you are the type that likes reading better, so make sure to check it out. All the links are gonna be down below in the description. So with that said, let's just get started. Okay, so first let's talk about what Cricut Infusible Ink is. Cricut Infusible Ink is a type of ink that is in a solid state, but when it's heated at the right temperature and on the right surface, it turns into a gas, and this gas infuses the base material you're using, and it becomes one. Seriously, once you're done with your project, you won't be able to feel anything at all. Like, it's completely combined, and it's just amazing. It's like magic, seriously. This technique is also similar to sublimation, but these sort of products, like for you to get started with sublimation, can be quite expensive, and they also occupy a lot of space. So it's just kind of like a way for you to achieve really cool and professional projects from your own home. And this is what I like about Cricut, that you always have a way to do things on your own. Okay, now let's talk about it more. Let me show you more. I kind of like staged this here. Sorry about that. So Cricut Infusible Ink will work with both the Cricut Explore machines. Any of the Explore machines will work, and also the Cricut Maker. Now let's see at the products that make this line, that are part of the Infusible Ink. First, we're gonna have the transfer sheets. Let me put this down. I just like staged it nice for you guys. But now let's make it easy for us to see it. So first we have the transfer sheets. Let me show you. They come in packages of 4 and packages of 2. So this one is a package of 4. And like once you transfer them, they should look like these vibrant colors. And they also come in packages of 2 that they can be different. Like, here we have like this animal print style in pink, and here we have 2 sheets of just black. So packages of 4 and 2. These ones will be cut with either the Cricut Explore or the Cricut Maker. You can use any of them, thankfully, right? And then you'll transfer them. Okay, but let's just stay in order. Okay, so we have the transfer sheets. We'll open them in a little bit. Let's open this one, just kind of like to have a first insight of how they look and what they have inside. This is kind of like a first impressions video. It's my first time opening them too. I really wanted you to show you like how things look. Okay, let me open this up. So I really like Cricut's packaging. There you go. So you open them like this, and inside it comes like in this black packaging here. Okay, and then let me open them just so we can see how they look inside. I'm gonna be uploading videos of how each of these things work on the different base materials, and I'll show you as we go. Okay, let's see. Let me just, they're kind of tight, sorry about that. I guess I should have opened them before, but no, you know what? Let's just be free, all right? Oh! So there comes the instructions to just pull up. And they say to look the instructions. So yes, make sure that you just don't tackle this project before reading, because once there is no going back with these sort of products, and they can be kind of expensive. Like these sheets, they're almost $18 for 4, you know? So just read all of the tutorials, watch tons of videos before you start doing them. So they come with 4 sheets. Let me show you. So they would look dull at the beginning because the ink is in solid state and it hasn't kind of like been activated. And the size is 12 by 12 inches, as you can see. This is like 1 sheet. And there are 4 of those. This is another one. And then the other one, I don't seem to find it. Oh, it's like behind this one too. They're really pretty. This one is kind of like a mermaid sort of thing. Now, they look kind of dull, but the final, once you transfer there, they're gonna look just like you see the colors here. So don't be kind of like, oh no, they look so weird. They're meant to look like that. Inside the box, we also have something called, I think the name is, let me see, I think it's butcher paper. I think so. Let's see. I don't remember. I think that's the name of the paper. And this paper comes in every single, that you have like four sheets, and it comes in every single package of Infusible ink sheets. And what it does is that it retains any moisture that you may have while working with these sort of materials, because you want to make sure that you don't have any moisture or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside and then let's keep looking at. So now we know what the transfer sheets are. Now let's talk about the other part, that are the Cricut pens, Infusible ink pens, and the Infusible ink markers. So right now they just come in these 2 colors. Again, when you draw on them, they're gonna look dull. It's not gonna look very well, but once you finish the transfer process, everything is gonna look just beautiful. So what do you think? Should we open one of these ones just to see how they look? Let's do it. They have like this here. They look really nice, you guys. I just love. I'm not being paid to say this. I bought all of these products myself. So, we're gonna test them together and see how they look. So, they look really nice. Okay. We have the pens. Now let's write on them just to see how it looks. Let me grab some paper, and then we'll draw. Okay. Let's move this. Let's put them here. So yes, like I said, let me do it with the markers so they look better. Okay, so I'm just done with the markers. I'll show you I'll show you how they look. Let me show you. I don't know if you're able to see here. There you go. So as you can see, they look very dull, but you know, when you're done transferring, everything will be just fine. Okay, now let's continue with our video. Okay, now let's see the other part, the other things that you will need to use with Cricut Infusible Ink. Okay, so we talked about the markers, we talked about the transfer sheets. Now we need to talk about the blanks. Okay, so the blanks is where you're gonna transfer everything pretty much. So Cricut has different things that you can transfer infusible ink to. So they have these tote bags, and they come, I think, in 3 different sizes or 2, I don't know. I just got these 2 sizes just to try them out. And basically they're like 100% polyester, the material. So there we have it. And now here we have the coasters that they have. I'm really excited about those because we really, in my home, we really needed them. So I'm excited. And these are ceramic ones. And they also have these ones. These are 2 and these are 4. And these square ones are like cork ones. So I'm gonna have videos doing all of them, just so you guys can see. So they have coasters, they have totes, and they also have a line of clothing. Okay, so they have the baby suits that are for you know, for babies, of course. Should we open it? Now, honestly, I don't know, like, I really like cotton, but you know, like, for you to be able to use that, you're gonna have to be comfortable wearing polyester. Like, it's almost 100% polyester. Let me see the combination here. It's 95% polyester and 5% spandex. So, you know, it's not gonna be like, oh, but it's soft though. They are soft. So they come here. Now let's open it. I did get the one that is 6 to 9 months because, you know, I like it on the bigger size. And there you have it. It looks nice, you know. I just love cotton though, but you know. Now, these are the other t-shirts. They have for youth, they also have for men, and they have for, you know, for women. Women's t-shirts I just got for me. I got 2. I'm excited. And then let's see how they look. They're V-neck. And then let's open it up. This is like, let's see it. I wish you can see the behind the scenes of this video. It's a mess, you guys. So there goes the t-shirt. And it's like, you know, I'm a small size. Let me see. Yes, I think it's gonna be okay. Maybe look on the smaller side, on the bigger side. What do you guys think? We'll see, right? Now we have our t-shirts. I'm not gonna open the other one. So, and the last thing that we need that is part of this line of products is heat resistant tape. This is very important, especially when you are using the markers or pens, because the paper where you draw, it can move, and that will make your ink look like ghost effect, like ooh, and we don't want that. So every time that you are gonna use the pens, especially, make sure that everything is all, you know, kind of like together, you know, like a tape to the base material. Okay, so now we have the t-shirts, everything that the base, we talked about the base materials that you need for this sort of projects. the blanks. Now we talked about the coasters, we talked about the transfer sheets, we talked about the markers. Oh my gosh, we've talked about a lot of stuff. Okay, now we are going to talk about all of the things that you need in order to have a complete and successful transfer process. Okay, first of all, we're gonna need our easy press. Okay, you can also use a regular heat press, but it needs to reach 400 degrees Fahrenheit. 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, 400. Okay. Now, so you need 400. You can, if you have your easy press one or the first easy press, it can also work. But after transferring, it may not look as vibrant as as it is intended to be. So in the description, I'm gonna leave you a link with the heat guides for you to check them out and see what temperature you need. So we're gonna need our easy press to transfer them. To transfer that, the easy press is always a must. Okay. Now the other thing that we're gonna need is the easy press mat. I bought it today. I didn't have it because I needed. I used a towel. If I can save some money here and there, I'd rather save the money. But I really don't wanna test it without it yet because it's just, as I told you, there is no going back with infusible ink, and they're very expensive materials that we just don't wanna waste, right? So you need an easy press mat because this keeps the materials from becoming it isolates the humidity from the materials. So we need the easy press mat. Now, if you are gonna work with with fabric like polyester in the t-shirts, you are gonna need a lint roller too, kind of like to remove the excess lint. The fabric needs to be completely cleared out and clean from any dust or other particles that that might affect it. They might kind of like affect the transfer process. Now, if you're gonna work with coasters, you are going to need a lint-free, kind of like this sort of I don't remember the name of them. Lint-free cloth, I guess. Again, to remove all little particles of dust that the things may have. What else? Let me show you. If you are working with laser, with the pens, if you're working with pens, you're gonna have to draw in laser paper. You have to make sure that it's laser paper because it works with it. It's not just like the regular printer paper that you use, but it has to be laser paper. This one says inkjet and laser paper, so I think it's just kind of like the same one. I mean, it works for both, but it does say laser, so make sure that when you buy it, it says laser. Okay. What else are you gonna need? Okay, also, this is some cardstock that you're also gonna need. You're gonna use it mainly for t-shirts. It goes in the middle of the t-shirt or the fabric you're gonna use, because the transfer is, the ink is gonna become gas, and it can go through the other side of the t-shirt and it can stain it. So to avoid any stains, you're gonna use that kind of like to contain any ink that goes through the fabric during the transferring process. I hope that makes sense. We talked about the laser cup, and last but not least, let's talk about the mats and the blades that you're gonna use for that. Okay, so let me open my machine. So for cutting the transfer sheets, you are gonna need the fine point blade. Let me put it back in here. And when you are working with the transfer sheets, you're gonna use the standard grip mat, the one that looks green. And when you're gonna use the pens, since it's very, you know, like thin paper, the laser copy paper, you can use just your light grip mat or the blue one. And that's it. You know, it sounds like it's a lot of information. It took me a while to assimilate it. But, you know, we're just gonna figure this out together, you guys. Don't worry, I got you covered. We're on this together, and I'm excited to show you how to do it. So hopefully I'll see you next week so we can start, you know, using these things and applying them to our blanks. So with that said, I'll see you next time. Again, don't forget to subscribe and visit my website. I have tons of tutorials and SVG files free for you guys. They're amazing. The way I do my tutorials is just like, I mean, you can be like a beginner, like completely don't know where to start, and I got you covered. So make sure you visit my blog so you can learn more about Cricut if you're interested, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!